You don't seem to understand what I said, so let me just reiterate it in a way that morons can understand it. It's not a matter of liking my own personal name or disliking it. It has nothing to do with my like or dislike for my own name. I'm indifferent to the name. It's a name. I don't really care about my name, provided it's just my first name being used and not my legal name. Why is it okay for you to use my legal name, but if I call you your legal name, your first thought is to throw a temper tantrum? More importantly, I know exactly why you're doing it. You're trying to get people to bother me and destroy my personal life outside of the YouTube by screaming, "You're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're a transphobe, you're an Islamophobe." That's really all you're trying to do. You're trying to get people to attack me based upon this bullshit that you're feeding people. But no one else is stupid enough to believe it except you, so you keep trying to look for people to attack me for you. But no one is. Just accept the fact that no one agrees with you. At all. Except for other pedophiles. That's the thing that really baffles me about this whole damn situation is the fact that you are fully aware, you are cognizant of the fact that people like you who are hardcore leftist maniacs, like firebrand lunatics, who believe in this hardcore SJW orthodoxy like it's its own religion, practically, the cult of SJW, and you pretty much trumpet people's legal names, not just their first name, but their name that can be used to identify them in real life on their social media in an attempt to have them harassed and chased off the fucking internet, or if not, cost them their job, maybe even harm them in the real fucking world. And for some reason, you seem to think that that's okay to do. Again, you really are a sick little fuck.
Hello, and welcome to the On, where your mental fitness is our business. So, welcome to the show. I wanna get something straight for the people, for the listeners. I understand everything that the conservative right is spewing out of their mouths to the unsuspecting public for no reason whatsoever. Gage, therefore, is only calling myself and a liberal left morons, which he did in another message that he sent our podcast. For a person that doesn't care, he sure does care. The reason why he's doing this is because he hates myself for being transgender, and he hates the liberal left for protecting people like myself from being exposed to the hateful transphobic figures like himself. I mean, that's the only explanation that fits perfectly into this scenario. Because in no way, shape, or form have I ever done anything to Gage Kirby or to anyone. If anything, I am the victim here. Like I've always been for 2.5 years. More like 3 years. You at least think by now you will have a life. He is still the one, him and his cult, still the one verbally abusing me. I ask why. I mean, even if someone did say something about whatever, move on and let it go. I mean, holding grudges is not going to get you anywhere. Clearly, we've seen clearly we have seen the consequences of Gage Kirby holding grudges against people, and what's even worse is the fact that the things that he is holding grudges against, the people who he is holding grudges, the people who he is holding grudges against, haven't even done anything to him. That is quite pathetic. If Gage Kirby doesn't care about his name, then why is he making a big deal out of people calling him by his real name? I mean, the point of a name is to identify you. That's the whole point. So there's nothing wrong with that. In my case, Gage Kirby and his little good time buddies couldn't get my name right. That's the problem. They was calling me by a name that wasn't mine. My name is not Fish, and that's kind of racist. And they was calling me other names, that I have fought so hard to forget, because it's very. But no, the things that Gates Kirby had done against me is very, very traumatic, and anyone who is a victim of bullying would know where I'm coming from. I mean, clearly I have been treating Gage with more respect than he treats me with over the past 2.5 to 3 years. Because even to this day, he still can't get my name right. He still can't respect the fact of who I am as a human being. He still mocks the fact that I'm transgender. He still mocks the fact that there are people out there who are these things. All for a corrupted conservative agenda and politically based fake news. I mean, Gage doesn't even have the audacity to even state any accurate information about anybody at any given time. I mean, if anything, this is how the conservative right uses deception in order to trap humanity in their web of lies. And like I always say, we should not be ignorant of Satan's devices. And through ignorance, we are destroyed, right? We are destroyed for our lack of knowledge. And so if Gage Kirby does something that's against humanity, shouldn't the people have the right to know the things that Gage is doing? If Gage doesn't want people to say bad things about him, then he shouldn't do bad things that allow people to talk about him. Or rather, if Gage Kirby doesn't want people to say bad things about him, then he shouldn't do bad things in the first place. If Gage Kirby didn't bully me, then no one would call him a bully. If Gage Kirby wasn't transphobic, then no one would call him that. I mean, the very point of my is we have better things to do than go and call people racist and transphobic unless they're actually those things. I got better things to do and better things to talk about on our podcast than Gage Kirby. There are more important situations than Gage Kirby can go, like police brutality, global warming, war, violence, weapons of mass destruction, the promotion of guns by the conservative right, the fact that there are still people out there who believe that Black lives don't matter, etc. There are many thousands of issues out there that's more important than Gage Kirby. So the very fact that I am putting Gage Kirby first before all else clearly means that this is of high importance. And fighting against bullying is of high importance. And so, but Gage Kirby would never get that because he doesn't have an education. He doesn't have the education necessary to actually understand the psychological implications of what bullying can do to the human psyche. But whatever. Gage Kirby, whatever. But I mean, whatever. Gage Kirby, the fact of the matter is Gage Kirby has destroyed his own personal life and is blaming his lifestyle mistakes on the liberal left to get attention from the conservative right that he is a part of and that he supports with a passion. Meaning that he's doing this for the attention of the conservative right who he wants to be a part of. He wants to be a part of something because no one else wants him to be a part of anything that they're doing. He feels isolated and left out. It's quite sad, actually. That's really quite sad. That's why I always pray for Gage Kirby that he will get the education that he needs and he will be a better person only for himself before others. That he will be a blessing to others instead of a curse. That he is now. Gage is a homophobic, transphobic, racist, and we, the people, are tired of. We're just tired of it. We're tired of people like him who put his own selfish agenda in front of the real life issues that affect society today. Like heavy traffic on the 101. That's the big issue. I don't see Gage Kirby trying to solve that. His selfish actions is a curse to his own reputation. His actions his actions and his character is what is destroying his reputation, which he has no respect for. He mocks his victims, those that he bullies and harasses and leaves very derogatory and hateful messages to, and will not let people live their lives in peace. Because no one is idiotic enough to believe the brainwashing hypocrisy that Gage Kirby and the conservative right is pushing at any given time. Which is why people are moving farther away from the Republican right in favor of the liberal Democratic left. No one wants to be subjected to Gage Kirby's or anybody's personal vendettas against transgender people, or anybody for that matter. We the people have better things to do, and by we I mean a group of people that's more than one, that consists of more than one people, because Gage doesn't know what we means, or the context of the word we the people have better things to do with our lives and to deal with the hatred and persecution that these conservatives believe should be put upon the LGBTQ plus community and anyone who is living on this earth today, and the liberals who support them in their movement and their struggle against transphobics, homophobics, and just general people who want to see ill will done against others. The political atmosphere is in favor of the left, not the conservative right. And Gage Kirby and the people, and not the right, is in favor of the left, the liberal left, and not the conservative right. And Gage Kirby, who's on the conservative right, and those who believe in what he believes, aka being those who are on the wrong side of reality. If Gage would just apologize for his mistreatment against Asians, trans people, the LGBT plus community, liberals, immigrants, Mexicans, SJWs, people who don't think like him, etc., and the liberal left as a whole, then the news would be about something completely different than what Gage is doing or saying or how he's acting. Gage is drawing negative attention to himself via his corrupted and uneducated agenda. Myself and many other people tried to help, but we really did. We tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, but with no luck. He constantly pushes good people away in favor of the bad agenda, the bad political agenda, the bad people who believe in that political agenda. No one agrees, because the fact of the matter is no one agrees with Gage Kirby at all. In fact, many polls, surveys, etc. have been done all around the world that shows that more people support an open-minded society and the human race as a whole than they do supporting an authoritarian, one-way-fits-all political agenda that only divides us, oppresses us, and destroys us from the inside out. Even Republicans are turning liberal and are standing up for the people for the first time in their lives. Because change has finally come. The very change that Gage Kirby denied will ever happen. Conservatives believe that Gage believes anyway, that transgender people are maniacs and morons. If you listen to the message before this message, this is a response to the response of the response. This is the true. Why would anyone in the right mind believe such vivid and anti-human beliefs? This is clearly the as the pastors would say. When the hateful individual believes that are somehow good. When the conservative right turns families against each other and leads humanity into a civil war. When people bully other people for speaking Spanish. When they lock up people in detention centers with no food or water or a proper place to sleep or even a proper place to use the bathroom and unschools. Separating families all because they won't pay into the immigration system of the United States of America. That is true injustice and inequality at its worst. But Gage Kirby hates inequality. He hates society and the freedoms that it represents. Hence his hatred for SJWs. Because the only thing that SJWs support is justice, equal justice for all. And seeing how I've been doing a lot of political studies in my lifetime, social justice is actually a good thing. Only a conservative, an uneducated conservative would believe that, somehow justice is bad. Now, corrupted justice, like capitalism, that's bad. But social justice, unity, independence while at the same time unified, that is indeed a good thing. And that benefits humanity, as it has done for thousands of years. Another fact is that Gage Kirby, a lot of people, but Gage Kirby does not like his real name. If Gage Kirby does not like his real name, then he doesn't have to use it. But he has no right to take his personal disgust of his own name out on others. He has no right to go and punish other people for how he's feeling or how he chooses to feel. Your life, your choice, your destiny. Don't make me a part of your delusions. Clearly, Gage Kirby cares but only about himself, his selfish agenda. Gage Kirby believes that transgender people are sick little fucks. Pardon my language, because we would live in a lifestyle that he wants us. But we refuse to live in a lifestyle that he wants us to live, aka a conservative lifestyle. Man with woman, woman with man, all that. No. If that's the lifestyle you choose, that's fine. If that's not what you choose, then why should anyone have the right to force you to do something that you don't want to do? Are you a slave? Look, Gage Kirby is a bully and a hateful individual. I've known that for the past 2.5 years. He ignores everything that any other person says for his own corrupted personal narrative. Basically, it's an in one ear, out the other sort of thing. But we have a job to do. We, the people, and we, the media, have a job to do. And our jobs or our mandate is to report the news with 100% accuracy, 100% efficiency, and 100% honesty. Not only here at the On Shinnin Show, but other places as well, CNN, etc. Which Gay Kirby hates CNN, but loves Fox News. We have to show respect to freedom of speech. We have to tell the truth. Why? Because we are an elite team of agents who believe in the God-given right of free speech and free expression. Some of the very many things that Gage hates. The evidence is clearly in his YouTube videos and his responses to not only our podcast, but to other people on Discord, etc. You can do the research, it's not that hard. We cannot let the conservative right use us as human science experiments, or lab rats, rather, where they toil with our emotions and personal lifestyle. The fact of the matter is, people, what Gage Kirby is doing against humanity is dangerous, and it is the very existence of the human race, and will not only bring humanity to its knees, but will bring us into checkmate, and will bring our progress backwards, not forwards. Therefore, it wouldn't be progress. It'll be a reversal of progress, or digression, not progression. Now, I really do respect all of our real listeners who believe in free speech, anti-bullying, and the right to be who we want to be, or the right to love and be loved. Don't ever let anyone's sour notes bring you down. People are gonna say bad things about you. Look at what Gage Kirby's doing to me, which is exactly why he's the perfect example of what not to do in life. He bullies and persecutes me and makes my life hell. But at the end of the day, I am perseverant and I stand true to true values and true beliefs of humanity and justice for all. You are more than a punching bag for the conservative right to abuse and to mistreat and to use to their own agenda and to their own evil devices. You are more than a victim of harassment, bullying, unfair wage, unfair pay, unfair treatment on any level. Government corruption, collusion, utilizing your taxpayers' dollars to go and kill people and go around and kill innocent people in other lands and other countries. Racism and this general universal hatred. Universal hatred. You are a human being. You are a warrior. You are a champion, and you are independent. Meaning you make your own choice. You have free will. Put in that work, listeners, and never give up. And I will see you next time on the On Shinnin Show, where your mental fitness is our business. Till next time, bye-bye, and keep safe.